Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Good evening, Andy.
Good evening, Leon. How are you doing?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yes, I'm okay.
What's your voice?
I don't know. Fancy being, might be my alter ego. Do you ever talk to yourself?
Yes, all the time.
Do you fancy yourself?
Yes, all the time.
Do you ever get the answer you want?
Nope.
I was having a conversation with somebody the other day about this.
Yourself in the mirror.
Yeah, all 17 people that are in my head. We have a chat, which I don't mind. But it does mean when they start arguing between themselves.
You walk away. I'll leave you guys to it. Just like sat down like, I'll stop in a minute. These voices in my head, I'll stop in a minute.
I sit there just listening, like my eyes going round like that, going, oh God, he's at it again.
Good to feel there.
Oh God, what are you got? Yeah.
Oh, Racy's here. Oh, here he is.
Oh, here comes Billy Big Bollocks. Thinking he's hard, stopping it all. Anyway, how are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good.
Good. I'm good as well. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, you're right.
That's all right.
It's been a long time since I've seen you already.
Don't tell him.
I've done small talk with you once.
Don't tell him. So this is a pre-record because we are
busy
we're
people.
having the summer off, aren't we? So we can pursue other. We're like One Direction.
Yeah, I'm looking for a new podcast partner.
I've got one. I just haven't told you.
Good.
So we're having the summer off. So this is a pre-record that's going to go out at some point. I don't know when it's going to go out.
I ain't got a clue, yeah.
I do know, but I'm going to pretend I don't. Like,
Alright.
we're like Footloose and Fancy Free. Just so yeah, this is going to go out. So we're going to have a chat about some stuff, aren't we?
Yep.
We're going to debate it.
Masturbate.
Ooh.
Cracking joke.
We did one of these a while ago, right back at the very beginning. We did a debate show. And was it about homework?
I have not got a clue. I cannot remember.
We did one.
I'll tell you what, go back and listen to us how we felt.
Go back, start back at the beginning. I think it was actually called Masturbate.
Was it?
Yeah, of course it was, because
Because children.
That's predictable.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd have another go at this. Discuss it. Have I just knocked you?
No, I can still see it. Get off.
Sorry. Professionals at this. So we're going to have a look through some topics and we're going to have a discussion about them. One thing I thought about this as well is that when we've obviously done some TV work, haven't we?
Oh.
When we've done our TV work, often when they ask our opinions on something, we have very different opinions.
Do we? I don't. I always think we've got the same opinions, which I always think, oh, God, you could just put one of us there, not either of us there. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes I always think I've got to
save your money, just put
one of us. Because we're quite similar. I mean, you're right. Sometimes we do have a difference in opinion, but very rarely.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think we have more of a similar opinion than a different disagreement of opinions.
I just agree with you because I know it upsets you if I don't.
No, I agree with you.
Because it does upset me. Right, so I've got some topics here, and I'd like you to pick 3 topics.
Only 3?
Only 3. We've only got time for 3.
All right then, mate.
Right, so these are very simple ones. We could maybe revisit the other ones on a very quick basis. Anyway, shall we discuss what's better?
Yeah, well, that one.
What's better, tea or coffee? Which side of the biscuit is the top? Should children pay board? What is the best takeaway? Should the driving age be increased in the UK? Obviously, in the UK. Should you plan your own funeral? Should babies be allowed to have their ears pierced? Should we, and the last one, should we allow smoking / vaping back in public places? Do you want to just pick one to start with? Pick one.
Look at your list. Takeaways? Best takeaways?
Best takeaway. I don't know. We don't get takeaways very often, do we? Together, because we're not a couple.
No, we're not. Last time we had a takeaway together, we played poker.
We pokered, didn't we?
Yeah.
I didn't get one.
Didn't you?
No.
I don't remember that. You missed out, mate. Oh, that's good.
I didn't get one. Yeah, eating's cheating.
Okay. What's your favourite takeaway then? I mean, just throwing it out there, takeaway, there's only Italian, Chinese and Indian.
You see, I think this has been massively extended now. So because food is so much more readily available, you've got things like your McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, I would say. Is
Okay, sorry, yeah. So
and we've got places in our town there that do like Greek stuff.
Yeah.
So I would say it has been extended. I would even go as far as to say Greg's is a takeaway.
It's not though.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking Saturday night in.
Yeah.
Bottle of chilled.
So I wouldn't say, oh, I'm going to take away and go get McDonald's. I wouldn't say, oh, I'm going to take away and go get KFC. Nor would I do that if I was like, say, Subway or Greg's. Yeah. Ooh, take away. What you got? Like, Happy Meal, cheeseburger.
I'm so excited.
But you're right, actually. When I say Italian, I have Italian, but burgers I always think come with Italian because I know I'm saying Italian broadly, but it's a burger shop, kebab house, pizza house. They do all them sort of things. So for me, it's that style. I have one of them burger, kebab, or pizza. Chinese. My mouth's just watering.
Kebab when you're thinking healthy option.
Yeah.
Chicken kebab.
Oh, yeah. I do like a chicken kebab. And then Indian is I can't think of anything else that you classify as a. And once again, you said about the Greek one, which we've got in town, which is absolutely amazing. But I class that same as like your pizza house and your burger house or whatever.
A style you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Like a style. So you go to. It's Saturday night. I'm going to buy it for you.
Don't be your pain, are you?
Disclaimer, I'm not. You can have any takeaway you want. Does yours and Amy's differ as well?
No, quite same. Quite.
You treat. I always think it's your treat.
Yeah.
Takeaway.
So 9 times out of 10, we're going to burger shop where I'm getting a pizza or burger or something.
Is that because kids?
Yeah, I think kids has a lot to do with it. And then every now and then we'll go, oh, we had on for ages. Should we get an Indian? Because I do like an Indian. And then we'll get one of them. And then it used to be, so I'm going to get my arse in a minute. It used to be Chinese was end of month, bit skin. Tell you what, we'll get Chinese because it's cheaper than the other ones.
Really?
That's what we used to we used to see that as that.
Right.
Let's get Chinese for the night. So bearing in mind, there's my wife, me, 2 kids, yeah? Didn't order much, we ordered. I'm going to actually tell you what I ordered. I'm going to tell you how much I think it cost, right? So we ordered salt and pepper crispy shredded chicken, portion of chips, chicken chow mein, chicken balls and gravy, and special fried rice and curry sauce.
That's it.
That's it.
5 things there?
I'd say we'll throw it to 6 because one of them could have been a meal and then the chips out of class as a combination. So let's say 6 items we've got there.
I mean, I've been to the Chinese recently, so I know that it seems to have massively looked at the price. Because I used to think, I won't go to the takeaway, I'll get one of them, them bags from
they're good then though.
But actually, when you look at it, the takeaway is probably cheaper and it's nicer.
Is it?
It used to be.
Oh, right, is it?
Used to be. So I'm going to say about 40 quid. You pay 40 quid.
So more than that.
More than that?
Yeah.
50 quid.
So £49.50. And guess what we did?
Ate it all?
No. So this is on the way back from tournament. I was on the way back from tournament the other week on the Saturday. I was on the way back from Bentley. Driving back, I was like, tell you what, we'll bring it in, we'll get it, and we'll pick it up and take it straight up, not messing about, sort of thing. Brings it in, that'll be £49.50. And I was like, answers phone. I thought, 49 quid? Bloody hell, what we ordered. I was like, cancel that. Bloody cancel it. So we cancelled it, went to the Greek restaurant that we were talking about a name ago. We ordered a large mixed kebab and a large special kebab. They both came with chips, came with loads of salad, big massive pita breads. Guess how much that cost?
£48.
£29 something.
That's still a lot though, isn't it? For 2 items.
Yeah, but the 2 items fed 4 and some. I mean, it was massive. I'm not joking, it was huge. To the point where, I think we could have fed 6. Whereas the Chinese...
But just you.
Yeah. The Chinese, I genuinely don't think we'd have gone much wider than us 4. But the Greek one with the mass, I
think they've miscalculated on that because normally you order it like in Indian, you order your curry and you get your rice. You have to pay for your rice.
Yeah.
Chinese, it kind of comes as a meal, doesn't it?
No, I don't think they do that anymore. I think that's gone now. I think you order your main and then you order your sides, your rice or your chips. The only time that come with it, you've got special fried rice and curry sauce. That's like your main and your thing all together, isn't it?
Yeah.
I genuinely think it's now that, and then you order that, and they're like extras or whatever now.
So, my question being, where do you go?
I,
Saturday night next week. It's a treat. You're not paying.
I'm not paying. I'd probably go Indian if I'm not paying, because that's very expensive. See, the Indian, if we were saying we're having Indian and it was 50 quid, wouldn't bat an eyelid.
You see, I always see Indian as eating. I see Chinese takeaway.
Yeah. Do
you know what? I bet in my life I've had 3 Indian takeaways. And this is from a fat lad. I'll be honest,
I know what you mean, though.
I didn't get into Indians till I dressed as a cowboy that day.
Just a cowboy. Nearly when I made that one. Nearly. Yeah, so like I say, I'd go Indian if all bets are off. And like I say, I want to balk at the 50 quid for an Indian because I always think Indians is more expensive.
So, top 3.
What about you?
Mine is Chinese.
So you go Chinese?
Mine would be Chinese. If it's a treat takeaway, it'd be Chinese all day long. I think what I like about Chinese is all the little stuff that you go with.
Yeah.
If I go to one of them all-you-can-eat restaurants, the first stop I go to is a Chinese.
Oh yeah, I do that.
You know, like a Cosmos or something like that. It's always.
I know you can eat for ages.
The soul destroying.
Can I tell you how much Frank Skinner ruined our night?
Just when he go to sleep.
Watch the funny man cooking him a beer in our belly. It's like, oh, this is ridiculous. Whose idea was it?
Top 3 takeaways. Number 3. This is one we've not mentioned.
Oh, fish and chip.
Fish and chip.
Is it?
That's number 3.
Do you know what? Overrated. As an Englishman, fish and chips are so overrated. It's not even funny. They're just grease and. I love the thought. I say this all the time. I love the thought of a fish and chip. I eat it and go, why did I do that? I didn't like it. My mouth tastes of grease. I might as well just be licking fat.
Semi-agree. If I was to get a fish shop in town, I think you're right. I think chippies taste different at Seaside. I think they're doing better.
Nah, I think it's same.
And you don't get the grease. This is why we're here today. To completely disagree.
I'm not against the staple of a fish and chip. I've not a problem with it, and I will eat one.
Do you go mushy peas?
No, with gravy or curry.
Do you ever put a lemon on it?
Nope.
No, I mean neither. Pointless, isn't it?
Do you have bread and butter with it?
I mean, bread and butter goes with anything, doesn't it?
Bread and butter, fish and chip. Whoa, fish sandwich. Whoa. Oh. Fish finger sandwich. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Go away, you.
I think I might need to go. Anyway, so fish chips number 3. What do you reckon?
Hang on. So this has got a UK pub.
This is UK pub.
I'm going to say, because outside the UK, people don't really understand what the delicacy fish and chip is. It's a UK thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and as well, you never see. Do you see on like sitcoms, like American sitcoms, where they go, "Let's have an Indian tonight." They get them Chinese in them little boxes, don't they? They always get pizza, don't they? Americans.
Do you know you've stumbled across some there? I don't think I've ever known them go for an Indian.
I've seen the little Chinese boxes.
Yeah, because they have those. I always think, why can't we have them cardboard boxes? Sure, they're more recyclable than the plastic tubs we get.
Yeah, but you wash them out. They're great for Tupperware.
Yeah.
Right, so number 2. What's number 2? In the UK.
In the UK.
Takeaway.
Pizza then now, I think.
No.
Chinese.
Nope.
Indian.
Yeah.
Okay.
So number 1 is?
Pizza.
Nope.
Chinese?
Yeah.
Is it?
Pizza was actually number 4 on the list.
Where does Burger Joint come in?
I don't know. There was a list of about 10, but I won't write them all down. And how much do you reckon Brits spend on takeaway every year? This is an average.
A fucking lot. I think
That's what it says here.
I reckon it's keeping the economy of the GP going in this country.
Well, if you look at the amount of takeaways we've got in our town, it's very rare one closes, isn't it?
Well, yeah, not one don't close, more reopen, and then we get more barbers kicking around. That's in our high street. We have either fast food, charity shop, or an hair cutting shop, and that's your lot. And a couple of telling beds. Stand outside in the sun, you get it for free, man.
Pissing down at the moment.
Well, it is, yeah.
How much do you reckon? Ballpark figure.
Are you serious?
Yeah, how much?
$1 million.
No, about £600 a year.
Oh, like if I meant as a whole, what we're communicating. That's why I'm like, I'm gonna fucking clue. Not what one person spending a year, £600.
Should we just rewind that? Cut it out. So, how much do you reckon one person would spend?
Oh, I don't know, about £600, I reckon. Or price
Good guess that. Yeah, it's about £600.
Like you say.
Eddie, you say? Nah.
£600. So that's not a lot.
It's not a lot at all. I'm conscious of time, so let's move on. So we've semi-agreed on that one.
Stop. Right, next one.
Semi-agreed on that one. What's our next topic we're going to discuss?
What you got? Smoking, vaping?
Vaping. Right. So I think you could pretty much put correlation between the hospitality industry on a massive decline and the smoking ban coming in.
Nah.
You're not thinking?
Nah.
If you was to reintroduce smoking into society, when I say that, I genuinely see people smoking now and go, oh, that's strange. It's not something
But
you see.
you're saying that there's been declining in hospitality because we've stopped smoking.
I think pubs and bars and restaurants would absolutely put their hat on that the smoking ban has stopped people going out.
Bullshit.
That's why we're here to debate this.
I don't think that's got anything to do with it. I think there's other factors in the realm. But a smoker is not put off that they can't go out because they can't smoke.
I think there will be a few that do. But I would look at it, and when I used to go out as a teenager, I used to come home, my clothes stunk.
Yeah,
I'm not a smoker. But in pubs when I went out, people could smoke.
Yeah.
So on the basis of people saying, all right, I'm not going out because I have to go stand outside in pissing down rain, or it's cold, away from my friends and family, there's got to be another group as well that go, well, I'm going to go out because how nice is it to sit in a place, in a restaurant, and not have the guy smoking at the table next to me?
See, the reason why I'm saying it's BS in the fact that we've been accommodating to smokers, in the fact there's like a bus shelter around the back, or there's somewhere they can go to make them still inclusive to the...
Get outside where bins are.
No, but isn't it?
They've tried. But other places, pubs might not be able to have that facility. And you literally stood on the street. Or like restaurants, people do like to sit and have a smoke while they're eating their dinner. Or like in between courses. It's a bit weird if you're tooting and then eating your sausage.
I think people used to do that, mate. I just reminded me that what a fucking stupid thing it was that would you like smoking or non-smoking? There was no fucking barrier between the two. You're sat there going, put them in the non-smoking. There's a guy who's got his shoulder.
It wasn't like a separate room, was it?
Smoke comes up to the barrier. It's like, whoa! What a fucking stupid thing that was. That's proper like 70s, like like idiotic shit. That you see.
It's just like you're in a restaurant, just deal with it. I genuinely remember as a kid going to restaurants and asking, smoking or non-smoking? None of our family smoked.
Did you smoke?
Oh yeah, let's say smoking.
Let's say smoking.
I love it.
Reduce our life expectancy.
Build that lung capacity.
Just on this meal.
So what are you thinking? Not to bring it back?
I don't see the point in bringing it back, if that makes sense. I don't, because we know that passive smoking is just as dangerous as normal smoking. So therefore, if everyone in the pub's smoking, technically we all might as well smoke.
Yeah, because that was the old Roy Castle thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. He never smoked in his life and then got lung cancer and thingy.
Yeah.
But so that's what I'm saying. So like, there was proof in the pudding that we didn't need, like, smoking collectively is not good for everyone.
You're fine.
Yeah, always. That's not good for your lungs. But then when
it's really warm now.
And then the vaping side of things, I'm more from vaping inside. There's no odour, there's no anything that's coming off that it's going to go into my lungs to cause me problems.
But there's no historic data for it yet, is there, to say whether it is damaging? And there's a lot
Put
of
it this way,
that is.
But I think vaping at the first point of contact is not good for the person who's vaping. But passive vaping, i.e. me sat next to someone who's vaped, I don't think there's any danger to me from there. I can't see how there can be. If there is, then we need to put our mask back on because there's worse things than polluting into the earth.
My problem with vaping is that a lot of them is like a massive cloud of smoke, and regardless of whether that's damaging, me inhaling that's not good for my breathing.
As a passive person, or the person doing the vaping.
If I'm just sucking in smoke, whether it comes from a vape or if you're in a disco and it's come from a smoke machine,
that's what I'm saying. It's no different to that.
Yeah, which is why do I want that next to me?
It's cool. No, I'm joking.
And there's a lot of smells.
Yeah, but they're all good smells.
No, they're not.
Like smokers, like the byproduct. I genuinely think if someone had tagged on and gone, let's make the cigarettes, because they had the menthols, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was close as you got to anything like the smell. But if someone has to make an old school cigarette
sandwich,
it's not, but smell like bubble gum. The Doritos were an absolute winner. If you went out and like that would have kept smoking going, I reckon. If they didn't, like, do you know, you go up and go, well, you've been bubblegum factory. You know what I mean?
Willy Wonka.
Colours. Lemon, peach.
So we're not going with smoking back inside.
I don't think so. No, vaping. I've not got a problem with inside. I find it strange that they don't let people vape.
I tell you what I've
It's
found.
like the fire alarm off.
I tell you what I found recently though, and somewhere where I've visited recently, not my workplace, obviously. There's a few vapors, and you go into the toilet, and I can smell it very fruity.
Yeah.
Why are you sat on bog tooting? Just go outside. No,
Yeah.
not bothered. You're right. The smell's not bad, and it's better than pissy all over the floor and shitty on thing.
Yeah.
But I've been to a theme park recently, and in the queue, because the snake don't the queues,
Yeah.
and you just get a big cloud of vape going over. What's the difference between that and I don't know? Because you can walk around like not shopping centres, but you can walk around the streets, and you're still getting that. That's it. I wonder if there's a time where they'll just go, you can't smoke in public. Because stopped doing like taxis and stuff, didn't it? Because it's a class as a workplace.
Yeah. Can't smoke. Yeah, we can't smoke. Yeah.
And I thought you weren't allowed to smoke while you was driving.
No, I think you can in your own car if it's your own personal vehicle, because you can eat and drive, can't you?
Can you?
Yeah. Well, hang on. Before someone crashes and says that fucking moron told me I could eat and drive.
Someone's listening to this on the way to work, going, "Can you?"
Reaches over the bacon sandwich, then laid in the gutter. Shit. But yeah, so
I don't think you can.
I thought you could. If you can,
Well,
there's a lot of fucking people breaking the law. I'm not happy.
I had genuinely thought as well that you couldn't smoke while driving because, or you could if you could prove that cigarette was lit before you drove. I thought there was some stupid loophole like that. Because let's be fair, you're not allowed to on your phone. Get that, right? But if you have to take your pack of fags out of your central console, you then have to take your lighter, put your fag in your mouth. I mean, I've still got the steering wheel as well at this point. Light my cigarette.
What, you're holding your teeth?
Then I've got to get the window down to get the air in. There's a lot of distraction there, isn't there? Because I'm certain this is a thing. Because I'm sure when I read it, I thought, what about changing CDs off in your car?
Well, I think messing with radio.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I know you're not messing with your phone. My car's got built-in sat nav. So I'm
swish.
You know, so I'm like banging that. Like, it does say don't use while driving. But I've got lost. It's
Do a U-turn. Do a U-turn.
But I'm like, come on, what are you doing? And then I'm like, whoa, here we go. So yeah, that's the same. But what I'm trying to say is that's the same as changing radio station, or like looking for a DAB list and like, oh, what do I listen to? And you're scrolling through.
I agree. That's our second topic. We agree to disagree on that one. Oh no,
Both disagree. Do we? You
I
don't
just think
smoking back, do you?
I think we ban it altogether.
Yes, you don't smoking back in public places.
No, but you said vaping. I keeping vaping out.
I don't think it'd be long before vaping becomes illegal. Or no, not legal. Since the category is smoking itself. At the moment, you've got to be 16, haven't you, to buy a vape?
Yeah, is it still 16 for cigarettes?
Oh, could be, yeah. What was I thinking? I don't know. Vaping seems to be socially acceptable. Smoking seems to be, ooh, no, don't smoke. I think the vaping's going to go down the same breath. Chavvy.
That's what it is. That's what I think. The people that start vaping, for what reason? I smoked at school because a little bit of peer pressure, a little bit, I want to be cool. And then we went, this is expensive and it stinks. I'd like to think if I was at school now, I'd go, I'm not going to vape because I'm not a sheep. No, but why start it? Vaping was supposed to be designed to take you off cigarettes. So why go, oh, do you know what? I'm going to suck on this. Just buy a lolly.
I tell you what I've noticed though, people who vape smoke way more than they would if they smoked.
Yeah.
Like they seem to be attached to a vape more than they do. But once again, I've genuinely not got a problem with people vaping. I don't see the until science comes along and goes, don't stand next to that person vaping because it causes you problems. This moment in time, I'm thinking, I can't. I'm not saying it's good for you, the person who's vaping, it's your problem. Do you know what I mean? You're choosing to vape. You're thinking, but I can't see it causing me any problems. If that makes sense.
I just don't get why people start it.
People start vaping.
Yeah.
It's cool, man.
All right.
Get with the people.
It's cool. Sorry. And our third topic is going to be.
I forgot you got the list. I'm going to say like looking all pretty. Sorry, not actually thing, didn't I? Funeral. That's quite an interesting one. Should you plan your own funeral? Should you?
Well, when I said earlier about us disagreeing with something, we talked on Steph Pat Launch, didn't we, about mortgages? No, pensions.
Yeah.
And you was, I'm trying to plan for my future. And I was like, no, balls that, I can't bother with it.
You changed your mind now?
No. So I'm thinking, I wonder if this is the similar sort of thing with this. So I'm sort of thinking, me personally, I kind of liked her, but I still think it's
too far away.
I'm hoping it's too far away. And I feel like I'm tempting fate if I've got it planned.
I know what my funeral song is. I know.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Have you got all this sort of... And do your family know this?
Amy does, yeah. Amy knows what songs I'm playing at my funeral.
I think there's certain... I don't know necessarily about... No, because I know that certainly with funerals, people disagree a lot, don't they?
Yeah.
Barbara, she would have loved this. She would have bloody loved it. And everyone goes, she'd have fucking hated this.
Yeah. I think that gets rid of all that family feud stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm complicated enough that people won't really know what I want, if that makes sense. I want everyone to be crying their eyes out. I want black. I want a week of mourning. You think I'm joking? I want big stuff.
I know you're not joking.
I want not a dry eye in the afternoon. I've gone.
Yeah, when people come and go, it's a festival, it's a celebration of Leon.
No, Leon. Okay, I want tears everywhere.
If you're not crying, you're not getting in.
I want that. Big time. I want a massive sad affair me when I go.
Shall I be at the door making sure everybody's yelling?
Well, if they're not late, kick him in the nuts and go, right, in you go.
Nip them.
Tears, squash some tears out of this week. So.
And is this all written down then? Or is it just a discussion you've had?
It's a discussion. So when I say I've had a discussion, like, I'm not bothered.
You got pissed and went, so I think we should do.
No. So I've already said, like, regarding the box has to be anything fancy. I'm not looking for, like, a property. Stick me in a wicker basket if you need me.
The box.
I mean, because some people like go for, like, big plush things.
Yeah.
I'm not about that. I've said to him what sort of songs I want at my funeral, the funeral song.
Speaking of that, there is some songs that you shouldn't have at your funeral.
Is there?
Yep.
And then I've said about, like, I want it to be a sad affair. I don't want anyone going, oh, genuinely, I know people trying to be celebrating. It's actually a sad day. I genuinely want it to be a sad day.
Songs that you should have played at your funeral. Another one bites the dust.
I bet that's not play that one then. I bet one's going underground. I bet that's on there.
That's not on my list, but that's a good one.
Yeah.
Not to have. I Will Survive.
No, not really.
Always look on the bright side of life. I think that'd be quite a catchy tune.
Just wait to see if my song comes up and keep going.
Staying Alive.
Yeah. Nope.
That's all I've got on my list. There's a lot though. There's a lot of songs that you would find inappropriate. But I quite like the idea of a little bit of inappropriacy.
Bit of comedy,
So I think that's how I'd like to plan mine. I'd like to see how many people I could piss off at my funeral. Like, what I'm thinking is like some sort of treasure hunt.
Or to find where you are.
So you get everybody in church and the vicar starts saying their bit and go, right, we now need to go across to, or maybe like a little rhyme and a clue.
Look under your seat and see.
Are you a winner? That'd be great, wouldn't it, if you give like a TV away?
Oh man, I'm stealing that. Under one special pew. I was losing like what you got. Hey! Winner.
You've won the opportunity to make a speech.
I could give all your stuff away. So you're like,
yes,
Thunder, what you won? Hey, I've won his t-shirts. I've got his games.
And you have to take them.
Oh, I do a bag at back. Just get me back on my out.
What? No, you get a number under your chair, which correlates to a bag at the back, so you don't know what you've won. It's like a little tombola.
I'm having it.
That'd be good. I'd quite like a roulette of some description. So like a drink or like cake on table that's obviously shaped like a coffin.
Yeah.
And then you either have a nice cake or a cake that's got like my hair in it.
It's like Bertie Bass's those jelly bean things, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Them,
What
yeah,
you
they're
got?
horrible.
Oh, you got his toenail. Unlucky.
Yeah. So you all sat around the table going, oh, I was going to get it. There's only one. Only one's manky. And it's on one of them spinning cheese board things.
Oh,
Whatever
nice.
lands in front of you. I thought that's a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
And I want to have like an open casket, but I'm not in it. And when the people want to come and look in it, there's like a mirror.
See yourself. See, that we don't do open casket in England, do we? It's a very American thing, open casket.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I've never been to one in England, as we know.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
You can go to and see.
You can see it, yeah. But I don't think I've ever been to one where the church and the casket's open, so you can pay respect.
I wonder if you could do that and then have like your eyes like really wide open, or like a confused look. Oh, there's the train.
I wonder if you could like pre-record something, as in like knocking on box. I'm all right, let me out.
I'm not really dead. There's got to be some funeral parlours that wouldn't accept that, would they? You know, like Vickers, because
Well, you're making a mockery of the whole ceremony. I get that. So, yeah.
So my thoughts are yes, I think you should plan.
So you're gonna plan, because as much as I've sort of said what I want my song, and I'm not really bothered about thinking, I actually thinking I might, like set some money aside for the actual funeral costs.
Yeah,
now, I'm only young, but I'm still thinking I still don't want that burden left behind.
I'm thinking completely the opposite. Not my problem. You want to bury me?
It's not your problem.
It's not. It's that or that, or the chucking.
Would you want to have a say what's on your headstone?
I don't know. Not right first.
Right.
I'd have like a rubber headstone.
A rubber headstone?
Or a headstone that like turns into a seat.
You want someone sat on your fucking face?
Don't I? Right. We want everybody to get in touch. We want people to give us some info. What you think. We've picked 3 topics there. What's the best takeaway? Should you plan your own funeral, and should we bring vaping and smoking back in? Hit us up on our socials and we'll have a chat about it next time.
Aye.
I'll see you next Thursday.
See you next Thursday.